Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating ancient story that's kind of become a modern myth. It's got everything: angels, ancient Babylon, and, believe it or not, the teaching of forbidden arts. So, you might have heard the story. It goes that two angels named Harut and Marut were sent down to Earth and taught humanity dark magic. You know, the really nasty stuff that could tear families apart and just cause chaos. It's a pretty wild tale, but is that what the original text actually says? Let's take a closer look. You know, the entire basis for this really dramatic story, well, it all rests on how people have interpreted one single powerful verse in the Quran. And as we're about to see, a whole lot can get lost or, well, added in translation. So yeah, this is the popular version of the story. Angels, straight from the heavens, basically becoming professors of the dark arts. But the thing is, the source material suggests this popular take completely misses the entire point of the story. It actually reveals a reality that's way more nuanced and, honestly, a lot more relevant to us today. All right, to really get to the bottom of this, we have to go straight to the evidence. We're going to zoom in on the specific verse that's at the heart of this whole controversy. Verse 2, line 102 of the Quran. Now, reading this in English, it seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? It looks like the evil ones were teaching people two different things. One, magic, and two, what was sent down with the angels. But here's the kicker. A tiny, tiny grammatical detail in the original Arabic completely flips the meaning on its head. And that brings us to the real heart of this mystery. The entire key to unlocking this verse and to figuring out what was really going on with the angels, it all lies in this one tiny two-letter Arabic word. Okay, see that phrase, "and what"? In the original Arabic, it's wama. Now, this little word isn't just a simple connector like "and." It's actually a separator. It's drawing a clear, distinct line in the sand between two very different concepts. This is so cool. That little phrase, wama, it basically acts like a grammatical wall. It's telling us that the magic that's mentioned first is a totally separate thing from the what that was sent down to the angels. Two different things being taught. So here's the crucial point. The evil ones in Babylon were teaching humanity two separate things they had. First, there was their old-school evil magic, the stuff known as Sihr. And second, there was this completely different kind of knowledge, the stuff that was sent down with the angels Harut and Marut. Okay, so if the angels weren't teaching Sihr, evil magic, then what exactly was this knowledge they were sent with? And why on earth was it even being taught at all? Well, the verse tells us the angels gave a huge warning right up front. They straight up told everyone that what they had was a trial, a test of faith, of morality. They were essentially saying, listen up, we have some powerful knowledge here. Be careful. Don't use it in a way that's going to corrupt your soul. And this really shows you the difference. Plain and simple. The magic from the evil ones, Sihr, that was just corrupt through and through. It only had one purpose, to cause harm. But the knowledge from the angels, that was neutral. It was a tool that could be used for good or for evil, for profit or for harm. The choice was left entirely up to people. So what did people choose to do with this neutral knowledge? The verse is very specific. It says they chose to learn how to use it to cause division and strife, to break people apart. This wasn't what the angels taught, but it's what people chose to learn from all the potential uses of that knowledge. This line right here is so important. That phrase, "and not profited them," it implies that the potential to profit, to do something good with it, was there all along. They could have learned something beneficial, but they actively chose the harmful path. The responsibility lands squarely on the students, not on the teachers. So, how does this ancient story from Babylon connect to us right here, right now? Well, it's not just a story about history or theology. It has this powerful, timeless lesson that is incredibly relevant to our world today. When you strip it all down, the real story of Harut and Marut isn't about angels teaching evil magic. Not at all. It's a parable about human responsibility. It argues that knowledge itself isn't the problem. It's the moral and ethical choices we make when we decide to use that knowledge. That's what really matters. You can see this exact logic all over our modern world. Think about the knowledge of nuclear physics. It can be used to create clean energy that powers millions of homes, right? Or it can be used to build weapons of unimaginable destruction. The knowledge itself is neutral. What we do with it is a moral choice. So the story leaves us with this really profound question to think about.
From artificial intelligence to genetic engineering, we are constantly discovering powerful new forms of knowledge. The story of Harut and Marut is like an ancient warning, reminding us that this new knowledge is our trial, and how we choose to use it will ultimately define us.